good. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Central Hardin High School for tonight's 17th District Girls Basketball action. Tonight's lineup has our John Hardin Bulldogs at 3-14 under Coach Jeff Brown, coming to take on the Central Hardin Bruins under Coach Christina Covington-Jones with a 13-10 record. Now going to do a special presentation to Emily Bryant for getting her 1,000th point as a Lady Bruin. I am Bobby Thompson and joined tonight by Coach Paul Gray. And Coach Gray, coming into tonight's ball game, obviously we know the records between these two teams. They're getting ready for the district tournament just in 2 weeks away. What do both of these teams need to work on?
Well, I think John Hardin has improved significantly. One of the things that they have kind of lacked all year is some continuity, and I think they're starting to find an identity with physical play, with a pressing, physical style, and that's something they've really got to continue to work on, is just using the athleticism, the strength. They've got a couple very strong players inside, and that's got to continue to grow. On the Central Hardin side, again, they're just continuing to grow together and come together. They had probably their biggest win of the season against Brett County, a 15-6 team, a preseason favorite in their region. Big 7-point win over them last week, and so they really seem to be starting to come around and had some of their best performances recently. So I'm excited to see what the action will hold tonight.
We're now going to turn it over to our PA announcer, Brother Mike Bell, for tonight's starting lineups. So there we have our starting lineups again for the Bulldogs. It'll be Jaden Young, Brooke Graham, Kiana Clay, Nia Johnson, and Kiana Curry. For the Bruins, Monica Lindsay, Briley Bronner, Jordan Isom, Emily Bryant, and Kanaya Kendricks. It'll be Bryant and Johnson jumping at midcourt. And it's homecoming here tonight at Central Hardin. Between the JV game and our varsity game, and the homecoming. Apologize for us getting on the air a little late. Central Hardin will control the opening tip. Quick shot from Monica Lindsay on the way for three. It's good. And now we will see where John Hardin has improved against pressure. Able to get it past midcourt. Clay with it. Gets it to Johnson. Graham, she'll take a three. Off the back of the iron. Lindsay with the rebound for the Bruins. Quickly ahead to Isom. Isom tries to get the ball to Bryant, able to. Now out to Bronner. Her shot no good. Kanaya Kendricks with the offensive rebound. Ball knocked around. Briley Bronner will bring it down for the Bruins. Good pass by Kendricks inside to Bronner. She loses it out of bounds, and it'll go over to the Bulldogs.
You also have to look and see. We've got several of our young ladies playing for the Bruins who are participating in the homecoming festivities. We'll see if their minds are on basketball or other things this evening.
A foul on the Bruins as Young had taken the ball inside. Foul will be on Bronner. Her first, team's first. Jaden Young at the line to shoot two. Bryant gets the rebound for the Bruins. Isom take a deep three left side, no good. Ball knocked around. Bryant gets the rebound quickly out to Monica Lindsay. Her shot, it's good. She starts off the ball game with two back-to-back three-pointers. 6-0 our scores with the 6:35 mark of this opening quarter. Young picks it up in a bad spot. Able to get it to Clay. Graham, she'll take another three. It's good. You have a foul on the floor. I believe this will be on Clay.
Well, we have seen Brooke Graham struggle to get her own shot, so they did a great job of getting the ball inside and then punching it back out to her. She is a knockdown three-point shooter, one of the best in the region if she can get good looks, and that's been the problem this year, is getting good opportunities like the one she just had.
Isom gets the ball into Bryant, around to Bronner, 15-footer, it's good. Riley Bronner with her first 2 points of the night. Throw away by the Bulldogs. They go back over to the Bruins. Isom inside, tried to get it in between four different Bulldogs, unsuccessful. Young brings it up the court. Got past the first defender, able to get to the block. Shot in there, no good. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll go over to the Bruins. Monica Lindsay almost had it knocked away. Clay able to get the steal for the Bulldogs. All the way down, shots blocked. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. Clay to inbound the ball for the Bulldogs. Gets it into Curry. Up with a shot. It's good. Deanna Curry gets her first points of the night. 8-5, 5:27 to go in the first quarter. Bronner inside. She'll be fouled. I believe this one's going to be on Curry. It will be on Kiana Curry. Her first, team second. That'll send Riley Bronner to the line to shoot two. One more to come. Doesn't get that one to roll in. That goes off of the Bulldogs, though, so it'll be Bruin basketball. Lindsay to inbounds this one. And Clay got a hand on it, races into the backcourt, gets the steal, not able to get down the bucket. Lindsay comes out with it for Central. And good hustle by Jaden Young, who gets back. And then Emily Bryant had the steal. She travels. It'll go back over to the Bulldogs. Jaden Andrews checks into the lineup for Central Hardin. Get it into Young. It's not over and back. Kanaya Kendricks gets the steal and then gives it right back to the Bulldogs as Kiana Clay comes up with that steal. Graham, right side, off the back of the iron. Johnson had it, loses it out of bounds, and it'll go back over to the Bruins.
Bruins with 7 early turnovers are not taking care of the ball very well. They've had a couple of really good-looking possessions, then some possessions that just don't look like they're in sync.
And Emily Bryant gets all the way to the bucket. She'll be fouled and be going to the line for 2. Foul's going to be on Brooke Graham. That'll be her first, team's third.
At the line, Emily Bryant. She'll shoot 2.
4:37 to go in the first quarter. Ball's off. Substitutions on both sides. Malaysia Reed checks in for the Bulldogs. Madeline Ditto and Alyssa Lindsay check in for the Bruins. Bryant with one more shot.
Madeline Ditto.
Last time we had the Bruins, Madeline Ditto was out ill. Bryant knocks down her second one. Clay goes up the right side, gets past 2 defenders, all the way down, gets it to Reed underneath the bucket, no good. Bryant with the rebound. John Hardin has had some shots at close range tonight, unable to get them in. I believe we're going to get Malaysia Reed as she was basically just riding Emily Bryant as she went down the right side. John Hardin in a zone. Jaden Andrews gets into the lane. Her runner, it's good. And with that, Coach Brown will take a timeout. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties for all your real estate needs. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable, unlimited plan anywhere. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. 4:10 to go here in the first quarter. It's 12-5. Central Hardin on top.
I was looking to see if John Hardin pressure defense would make any difference, but they've got to put it through the basket to get an opportunity.
Get it into Clay. Young gets it over midcourt stripe. Clay gets to the free throw line, drags her pivot foot. That'll be a turnover. Neither team really secure with possessions tonight. That ball out will allow the Bulldogs to set up a press, a 1-2-2 press. Andrews kicks out Alyssa Lindsay for 3. It's good.
Lindsay girls are on fire early, aren't they, Bobby?
Yes, indeed. 3 3-pointers now by the Lindsays. 2 by Monica, 1 by Alyssa. We'll have a foul there. I think John Arden's bailed out there because I think it would have been about a 10-second call. Isom picks up her first, team second. Monica Lindsay back into the lineup, and Caden Kendricks checks in for the Bruins.
Bobby, the girls look pretty tired out there already, a number of them.
It does, and their week's been thrown off.
Missing school,
Obviously,
that's what I was going to mention.
Wednesday, Thursday, and then also today. And on Wednesday and Thursday, they were not allowed to practice. The district had a memorandum out that no teams would have practice, voluntary or involuntary. And so everybody stayed out of the schools, and I'm sure they didn't get up and go shoot 100 free throws on their own or go run a little. So it does a little lackadaisical here early on. Curry tried to get it to Clay in the lane. Good pass down low from Clay to Young. Be found there by Caden Kendricks. Picks up her first, team's third, and that'll put Young on the line to shoot 2. Young 0 for 2 in this quarter from the line. 3:16 to go here in the first quarter. Gets her first point of the ball game. Next Tuesday night, the next ball game for the Bulldogs, HCEC-TV will be there as the Bulldogs will travel to North Hardin for their final 17th district matchup of the season. Have a foul. I believe this one's going to be on Reed. That'll be her second, team's fifth. And the ball will go over to the Bruins. Outside, Alyssa Lindsay, high arcing three. Or sorry, that was Alyssa Lindsay. That goes, I think the officials are going to get it right. It looked like it went off of a Bulldog.
I think it was off of Brooke Graham's finger.
Yep. So it will go to Central Hardin. Jeff Brown does everything. He actually has gone down the tunnel to get the ball after it was knocked out of bounds. And I think when he went down to get it, it was his ball. And when he comes back, it's Central Hardin ball. Monica Lindsay inbounds this one for the Bruins. And again, just very sluggish moving on both sides. Monica Lindsay for three, no good. Caden Kendricks and Kiana Curry will get tied up. That ball will go over to the Bulldogs. Throw over the top of it, get it to Young. Young drives inside, she was fouled. It's going to be on Caden Kendricks. I believe that'll be her second. It'll be her second, team's fourth. And that'll send Young back to the line to shoot 2 more. This will be her 5th and 6th free throws of this first quarter. Our other ball game next week scheduled right now will be boys. It'll be right back here at Central Hardin next Thursday night as they will host South Oldham. Tip time there is set for 7:30. A possible game we will have next week will be Wednesday night on the 3rd time it's been scheduled. John Hardin at North Hardin in boys action. As Young knocked down both of those free throws. 7-point ball game now. Official comes across the court, says it will be John Hardin basketball. This will allow Central Hardin to set up their post. Sharon Tidwell checked into the lineup for the Bulldogs. It's it to Clay. It's it over midcourt. And they have gone to that same spot, and a travel is called on Clay. We'll turn over to the Bruins. But the Bulldogs, they have gone to that right block several times tonight to get shots or get fouled.
I think they like going to their right hand on the dribble, but boy.
And that one goes off Kanaya Kendricks.
9th turnover I have the first quarter now for the Bruins.
and this being Coach Brown's first year in our area, we haven't really called a lot of his. There's a steal by Monica Lindsay, gets her first 2-point bucket of the ball game. But Coach Covington Jones is quite animated on the sidelines usually. It's one of the more fun things to watch in a girls basketball game is to watch her. Tidwell gets it in the lane and gets the bucket.
What I was talking about pregame is the strength of this team, some power. Tidwell is a strong kid, does a great job in the lane.
Bryant drives right down the middle of the lane. No one stopped her, missed it inside. And I believe this is going to be on Kanaya Kendricks. She went over the back. It will be her first, team's fifth.
Kendricks her first. Team 6.
2 minutes to go in the opening quarter, 17-10. Central Hardin on top. Central Hardin has had as much as a 10-point lead as Clay loses that one. Bryant breakaway all by herself. It's good. And we've seen John Hardin break the press of the Bulldogs. That's going to be on Kanaya Kendricks. It'll be her second. Jaden Andrews and Maggie Hayden check in for the Bruins.
Bonus.
That's the 7th team foul. I'm going to have to check on my fouls. I only have 6 written down. Jaden Young to the line to shoot 1 in the bonus. That'll get Kiana Curry back into the lineup for the Bulldogs. Coach Gray, you have 6 fouls as well.
I do.
Oh. And this will be, I mean, these are free throws that normally the ball would have just been inbounded. Young knocks them both down. Young now with 5 points, all coming from the free throw line. She's 5 of 8 tonight. That goes off the fingertips of Maggie Hayden and turnover right back to the Bulldogs.
And that's just a hard pass. She may have had an opportunity there, but you're passing that from out, just over midcourt, over the top of somebody. That is just not high percentage. That's why they've got 10 turnovers.
That goes off the Bulldogs and a turnover back to the Bruins. Get it inside to Maggie Hayden. She does it as well as any player we've got in this district. Catches the ball, does not bring it down, immediately turns and puts it up off the glass. Her first 2 points of the night. That one knocked around to the floor.
It's interesting, Bobby. A lot of times when you watch these games, there's just not a lot of recognition on the players. Number 12 for John Hardin there, Kiana Clay, maybe the fastest girl on the floor. In a switch, she got Maggie Hayden manned up on her outside the three-point line. I have no idea why she wouldn't try to take her off the dribble right there. I don't think she even looked at the rim. So just a lack of recognition sometimes from these players as far as what advantage they have.
And that should have been a turnover. I didn't see it get tied up as Nia Johnson and Alyssa Lindsay, the official, are going to say tied up, so the jump ball will stay with the Bruins. Hayden loses that one off of somebody's foot. So it'll be John Hardin basketball. This is a hard game to call. There's no real rhythm here as both teams are, it feels like we haven't had a shot in 4 trips.
We've got 12 turnovers on the Bruins and 8 on the Bulldogs, and we're in the first quarter. Not good.
30 seconds to go in this quarter. Graham shot just off, and that's the type of shot I think Graham is better at. When she catches it in rhythm, is able to shoot it rather than trying to have to dribble to get into that rhythm. Jaden Andrews for three, rattles out. Bulldogs come out with it, 10 seconds to go. That goes off of Alyssa Lindsay's foot. Andrews tries to get it down low. Kiana Curry gets it. That's going to be a foul on Hayden. And with 0.4 seconds to go, Hayden will pick up her first, but this will send Kiana Curry to the line to shoot one in the bonus.
Well, the first few possessions came out, and both teams look fairly sharp, and it's been downhill since those first few possessions.
Now she'll get the bonus free throw. Curry knocks down both of hers, gets her 4 points on the night. And that shot will not count. As our first quarter comes to a close, Central Hardin on top, 21-14 over the Bulldogs. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. The locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 270-723-4626 and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. Going down the scoring from our first quarter, first for the visitors on the scoreboard. Jaden Young led all Bulldogs with 5. Brooke Graham with 3. Kiana Curry with 4. And Sharon Tidwell with 2 for the Bruins. Monica Lindsay led all scorers with 8. Alyssa Lindsay with 3. Riley Bronner with 3. Emily Bryant with 3. Jaden Andrews with 2. And Maggie Hayden with 2. Trying to get it inside to Curry. That went through the legs of Bronner out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Bulldogs. On the court for the Bulldogs as we start this second half, it's Clay, Graham, Johnson, Curry, and Young. For the Bruins, it's Bronner, Kanaya Kendricks, Emily Bryant, Isom, and Monica Lindsay. Young underneath the basket, loses that ball as she goes up. Bronner comes out with it. Gets it to Kanaya Kendricks. Up to Isom, doesn't get the roll. Monica Lindsay with the rebound. Out to Bronner. I don't know how she got through those two players to get it off. Misses the shot. Graham gets the rebound. And then I believe it's going to be Monica Lindsay who will pick up that foul. That'll be her first. And that will send Brooke Graham to the line to shoot one in the bonus. Jaden Andrews quickly up off the bench and into the lineup for Coach Covington Jones. Now she'll get the bonus free throw. That one rolls off. Bronner with the rebound. Johnson knocks it out. It'll stay with the Central Hardin Bruins. Johnson almost gets another steal as that one goes out of bounds. Alyssa Lindsay into the lineup now for the Bruins. Bryant will inbound the ball. Good job passing, getting the ball forward. Andrews misses the shot inside. It's close to a travel. Young drives it right down into the corner on the baseline. She'll lose it as it'll go out and over to the Bruins. .647 to go in the first half of play. Bryant puts it on the floor. She'll get to the block. She gets fouled there. Jaden Young get her first foul. Team 7th. Bryant 1 for 2 in the first quarter. Knocks down the first. Bryant now with 5 points on the night. Stretches the Central lead back out to 8. Not quite full court pressure. About three-quarter court. Bulldogs able to get it over the line. Young missed Graham as she was open on the skip pass. And the ball goes out of bounds off the Bruins. We'll stay with the Bulldogs. Kiana Curry to inbounds this one, gets it to Clay. Graham off a good screen, doesn't knock that one down, but it's a good look for her. Bruins quickly the other end. Alyssa Lindsay out. Jordan Isom step back three, it's good. And that's the fourth three-pointer of the night for the Bruins. First bucket for Jordan Isom. Young has it. She's going to drive down to the right side. Checks, so that goes off of Emily Bryant. Put it into Graham. John loses the ball down low, quickly getting it ahead. Isom to Kiana Kendricks. Jaden Andrews, a little hook shot in the lane. It's good. And Andrews now with 4 points, and Coach Brown going to take another 30-second timeout. This is an HCEC-TV student production, a division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Tune in weekly for all rebroadcasts of our local HCEC-TV programs airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184, and you can always search our past broadcast on our YouTube channel. Just search HCEC-TV. Coach Gray, it's not been pretty. We got 5:28 to go here in the opening half, but what have you seen beyond the turnovers? What are other things you've noticed in this ball game?
Well, when they're not turning it over, Central Hardin, just like you just saw in that last series, did a great job moving the ball. 3 quick, crisp passes and led to an easy bucket for Jaden Andrews. I'm not seeing the basketball IQ, the growth that I was hoping to see, especially out of John Hardin. Again, Nia Johnson had an opportunity in the post against a smaller guard, against one of the Lindsay girls, and did not take advantage of that. Had the ball, just not really making the smart basketball plays on both sides, really. So they've got to learn and grow in those areas, both teams.
Here in that timeout, Destiny McAllister checked in for the first time tonight for the Bulldogs. Checked in along with Sharon Tidwell. I believe we had a hold on Kanaya Kendricks. That'll be her third personal. It's going to be the 10th foul, so that's going to send Kiana Clay to the line to shoot 2.
The line shooting 2.
Gets the roll on the first one. Andrews with the rebound, quickly ahead to Monica Lindsay. Swing it around, Alyssa Lindsay for 3, that's long. Monica Lindsay tracks it down. Bryant puts it on the floor, got right past Curry, and an easy bucket for Emily Bryant. That was 7 points, and the Central Hardin lead up to 14. Now there's going to be a steal by Alyssa Lindsay. Left-hand layup. And there's going to be a steal by Isom. She's fouled. Ball doesn't go in. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul's going to be on Clay. That'll be her second. Isom, her first trip to the line tonight. Madeline Ditto back into the lineup for Central Hardin, and Brooke Graham back in for the Bulldogs. That one rolls off. Curry with the rebound. Graham ahead, and that just goes through the hands of Johnson. Is a good pass. It really would have been an easy shot. She catches that and went right up with it. But another turnover. 4:20 to go in this first half of play. Monica Lindsay down low to Ditto. Up off the glass and good.
Madeline in her return the other night against Fort Knox hit 4 3-pointers, so she's back and hopefully hitting stride again.
Play to the corner. Johnson, quick shot from 3, no good. Bryant with the rebound, heading the other direction. Lays it off for Alyssa Lindsay. 3 on the way. Ball knocked around. Bryant had the rebound. Too high off the glass. Flyway travel on Alyssa Lindsay. Mackenzie Graves checks into the lineup for the Bulldogs. Graham with it. She'll turn around, gets it back out to Clay near midcourt. Now Graves. And Tidwell working inside, trying to get some space. Now she gets it, takes a turn right to the bucket. No good inside. Graves with the rebound. Ball knocked around, and Monica Lindsay comes out with it. Misses that one. I think Graves might have gotten away with a foul there. Jump ball will stay with the Bruins. In the last game that we called for the Bulldogs when they took on Elizabethtown, Tidwell ended up with a team-high 9 points that night. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout called. This is an HCEC-TV student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties for all your real estate needs. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. We talked about our next games being next Tuesday and Thursday for sure, possibly Wednesday night. Again, the Bulldogs will be in our Tuesday night game as they will be at North Hardin. And for Central Hardin, their next ball game will be on Monday night as they will travel to the Citizens Bank Arena at Taylor County High School. Both of those games have a tip time scheduled for 7:30. Kiana Curry going to pick up a foul.
Emily Bryant to the line. Shooting 1 and the bonus.
Now the official said 22. The announcer said Mackenzie Graves. Now if it's Coach Brown, he wants it to be on Graves because she doesn't play as much as Curry does. Bryant knocks down her first free throw. One more to come. Knocks them both down. Good pass down low from Graham to Graves. No good. Tidwell with the offensive rebound, unable to get it back in. Ditto has it, gets it to Bryant. Alyssa Lindsay for 3 off the back of the iron. I believe Ditto's going to get called for this foul, going over the back. That'll be the first on Ditto. I think that's going to send Graves to the line. Graves to the line to shoot 2. She has one more to come. Knocks that one down. And Isom for 3. It's good. Her second three-pointer. The 5th three-pointer for the Bruins. Lindsay went for the steal, misses it. That sets up open shot for Graham, unable to knock that one down. And we'll have a foul on Young. That'll be her second, and that's going to send Jordan Isom to the line. Both teams now in the double bonus. Isom 0 for 2 from the line tonight. Now she'll have the second one coming. Maggie Hayden checks into the lineup along with Briley Bronner for the Bruins. Kiana Clay back into the lineup for the Bulldogs. .2:17 to go here in this first half. Isom now with 8 points on the night. And Central will back up, play their half-court defense. Like man-to-man. Curry in the corner. Tidwell driving inside, up off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound, shot back, no good. Bronner had it, loses it to Tidwell. Now Graham will get it and hand it off to Young. And now they all leave Graham as she gets it, squares
Lost
up.
her. Yeah, that was bad.
Knocks down her second three of the night, gives her 7 points on the evening.
It's always a mistake to lose the other team's best shooter in your defensive rotations.
Ditto, just short of 3. She had a foot on the line. Young brings it, or gives it now to Clay. Isom almost had the steal. And Young will take a 3 off the glass and good. No way she called bank on that one. And with that, Central Hardin will take a 30-second timeout. This is an HCEC-TV student production, a division of Hardin County Schools.
Timeout, Central Hardin, a 30
Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors: Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Tune in weekly for rebroadcast of all local HCEC-TV programs, airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184. You can always search our past broadcasts on our YouTube channel. Just search HCEC-TV. 1:11 to go here in the first half. 41-23 lead for Central Hardin. John drops back towards a 2-3 zone. Andrews goes baseline, trying to get it to Hayden. Ball knocked away by Kiana Curry, and Kiana Clay comes out with it. Graham squares up, deep three again. That one rattled out. Alyssa Lindsay comes back the other way for the Bruins. Isom had it at the elbow and literally just fell down. Tidwell looked like she got tripped. Tidwell, if this game was closer, I think she would have gotten a technical on that one. She was mad she got tripped. Actually holding onto her wrist. That foul will be on Kiana Curry. They did go back and correct that foul from earlier. It wasn't to Mackenzie Graves. Andrews at the line to shoot two. McAllister and Johnson back in for John Hardin, and Monica Lindsay back in for Central Hardin. Andrews now with 5 points on the night, and that'll get Emily Bryant back in for the Bruins. 26.4 seconds to go in this first half. Young now with it, back to Graham. 7 seconds to go. Graham gets it out to Clay. Clay had an open look, try to pass it around. Isom gets the steal, and the quarter will come to a close. Central Hardin with a 19-point lead, 42-23 over the Bulldogs. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 270-723-4626 and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. We'll be back after this short timeout with first half stats and analysis and second half action.
We're here with one of our outstanding sponsors for our live sports coverage on Brandenburg Telecom's Channel 1. Joining me is Josh Hubbard. He's the president of West Point Bank, and West Point Bank has been one of our sponsors from the very beginning. So first off, I want to thank you for that.
You're welcome, and thank you for allowing us to be a sponsor.
Right. Tell us, Josh, people may not realize what the history of West Point Bank is.
So our bank, West Point Bank, started actually in the early 1900s in West Point. The current owners of the bank now acquired that bank in the early 1980s, and it's been in the family of banks since the early 1980s and grown into what it is now.
And I said, now you've got 5 locations.
We do.
So
we
talk
do.
about those.
So obviously when the bank was started, it started just in West Point, and we still have our location there in West Point. We also have 4 other locations in Hardin County, in Radcliffe, Elizabethtown, Glendale, and Upton.
I mentioned it's like right down Dixie Highway.
It is. So from the north end of the county to the south end of the county, you should be able to get to us pretty easily.
How has the bank grown in terms of services and employees?
Okay, so when the bank was purchased, and again in the early 1980s, it was just a small community bank, and we still have that community feel. We have never strayed from that. Community-based bank focused on Hardin County and doing business with the citizens here locally. We actually now have over 40 employees. We have over, like I said, 5 branches now, in full service. We can, checking accounts, deposit accounts, certificate of deposits, loans, for you name it, we can pretty much do it. Automobile loans, construction loans, real estate loans, farm loans, commercial strip centers, hotels, you name it, we will consider doing it.
Well, I mean, having all of those different branches, really you can go anywhere.
You can, and people have their certain teller that they like to deal with, or they have their certain loan officer that they like to deal with. But if you live in Upton but you work in Elizabethtown, you can stop by the Elizabethtown branch and make a deposit, cash a check, make a loan payment, do whatever you need to do at any of our 5 locations.
Now, does each bank in those locations have like a little identity? Because Upton's a little different than Glendale.
It's funny to look at, but yes, I mean, we're all selling the same product and the same service and so forth, but each branch does have its little niche, So.
Did it start as a way also to help the military in regards to some of your
we get that a lot with West Point up in New York. Are you military affiliated? The answer to that question is it doesn't have any military ties, but obviously we support the troops and the soldiers and their families on Fort Knox and surrounding counties and so forth. And absolutely, we're eager to help anyone that we possibly can. So.
Now, if someone is trying to make a decision about what bank to choose, what would you tell them?
We're going to pride ourselves in customer service, treating each individual customer the way that they need to be treated and treated number one. We do what we say we're going to do. We are a conservative bank. We make all of our decisions locally. Again, we treat people the way they need to be treated and deserve to be treated. Again, customer service, just again, can't stress enough. Doing what we say we're going to do, doing it in a timely manner, and taking care of our customers the way we need to be taken care of.
Well, you also help out and talk about some of the community things.
We do. We try to be involved in numerous events throughout Hardin County. To name a few, and I know that I'll leave some of them out, but the West Point River Days, a Spring Fest and Oktoberfest in Glendale. We just finished up with the Heartland Parade. Hooray for Heroes, March of Dimes. We've been involved in a lot of those things. We're actively involved in the Chamber of Commerce and Lincoln Trail Home Builders Association, and several members of the bank are members of Rotary clubs and so forth. So just really try to stay true to our roots, be actively involved in the communities that we serve, because so we live, work, go to church here in the community that we serve, and just want to be an active part of that.
What does, by sponsoring our live sports coverage, what does that bring to you?
Obviously it's supporting the local schools and the local students, and a lot of these students are going to grow up to be leaders in the community, and anything that we can do to help those students and help this community, that's what we're all about.
Website that people can
Yes, westpointbank.com.
Oh, that makes it easy.
It's just easy, westpointbank.com. We have online banking platform that you can look at. We have a mobile app that's available on a smartphone. So yes.
You can get it all set up.
You can get it all set up. You can we've got it now to where you can virtually bank from home. You really can.
That is great. Now, do you have a phone number, a generalized phone number?
We don't. I mean, each individual branch has its own number, but the main line that can get you anywhere is probably the 270-763-8282.
And right, most people now, they just access things on the web,
Correct.
and so they're looking for that website
Correct.
and everything.
Correct.
Do you have Facebook posts too?
We do. So follow us and like us on Facebook.
Truck.
You can find us under westpointbank.com. Well, I'm sorry, just West
Do you
Point
tweet
Bank.
too?
We don't tweet. We do not do that.
Truck.
Well, that's okay. That's all right. Well, thank you again, Josh, for joining us today, and thanks again for being one of our sponsors of our live sports.
We'll take it back
Without
at about a
you
minute
and
to
West
go.
Point Bank, just wouldn't be
That
the
works
same.
for you guys.
Thank you, and we're proud to do that. Thank
you a
you.
lot.
Appreciate it.
This hurts.
What's the running clock number?
35.
Oh, crap. We'll never get that.
Welcome back to Central Hardin High School here at Terry Buckles Court for tonight's 17th District girls basketball action. Our halftime score has the Central Hardin Bruins on top, 42-23 over the John Hardin Bulldogs. Going down the scoring from the first half, first for the Bulldogs, Mackenzie Graves with 1. Jaden Young led all Bulldogs with 8. Brooke Graham with 7. Kiana Clay with 1. Kiana Curry with 4. And Sharon Tidwell with 2. For the Bruins, Monica Lindsay with 8, Alyssa Lindsay with 5, Madeline Ditto with 2, Bradley Bronner with 3, Jordan Isom had 8, Emily Bryant led all Bruins with 9, Jade Andrews with 5, and Maggie Hayden with 2. Coach, what'd you notice in the first half? And obviously turnover is a big part of this game tonight, but other things you observed?
Well, as we talked about, the Bruins have not always been a really good shooting team, but they were hit 5 3-pointers in the first half. If they do that, they're very competitive with anyone in our region. They can be in the game and have some opportunities. So that's a big thing for them. For John Hardin, they just seem to be searching for what their identity is. I can see it, but the basketball IQ and understanding isn't there. They're very strong, very athletic, just not taking advantage of those opportunities like you mentioned inside. And another turnover there by the Bulldogs.
Graham had gotten a shot at point-blank range. Doesn't go in. And Curry, I believe she lost the contact. So Kanaya Kendricks gets that one, her first 2 points of the night. On the court for the Bruins as we start this second half, Monica Lindsay, Emily Bryant, Kanaya Kendricks, Riley Bronner, and Jordan Isom. For the Bulldogs, Nia Johnson, Jaden Young, Brooke Graham, Mackenzie Graves, and if they can get it back in, it will be Kiana Curry, and she steps back onto the court. Having contacts in high school when I played, that is a bear when one gets knocked out, and you struggle to even operate. Graham gets it. She gets it all the way up the court. She'll kick it outside for Curry. Puts it on the floor. She had bailed out as Isom caught her on the wrist. Second foul on Isom. Team's first.
Is it me, or has the John Hardin bench disappeared?
Wow.
There were other people sitting there earlier.
There were, as Graham knocks down her third three of the night. It's her into double digits with 10. Good pass from Bronner to Bryant. Bryant is called on the charge. I missed that one. Didn't even see who she ran into.
It was a glancing blow off the side. I'm not sure how in the world you ever call a charge on something like that.
I will say she collects more charges than any other player, but she runs full force, whether she's going to the side, she's going straight ahead. Young around to Curry. Curry tries to get inside. A good job by Briley Bronner tipping it away. Isom rushes the ball up the other side to Monica Lindsay. And Lindsay knocks down that, and that gets her into double digits with 10. That one goes out, and it'll go over to the Bruins. Lindsay gives it up to Kanai Kendricks. She'll skip past to Isom. Bryant steps inside, 8-footer, it's good. Bulldogs break the press. A good job from Graves up to Johnson. Her shot's blocked by Bryant. Gathering the rebound. Graves will take a three, left side off the iron. Bryant gets the rebound, and she looks to push it up the court. Gives it up to Isom. It was behind her. Jordan able to dribble out of traffic. Good find as Bronner right at the free throw line. That shot's blocked by Johnson. Curry got the rebound. Now the Bulldogs will get it past midcourt. Curry drives inside. Shot is good. She's fouled. Briley Bronner going to pick up her second. Team second. Curry now with 6 points. And on the other end, quickly, Monica Lindsay gets her 2-point bucket. Graves able to keep control of that. Another block by Bryant, and Graves, as she was getting the rebound, stepped out. And so it'll be a turnover back to the Bruins. And we're about to have a mass substitution by Coach Covington-Jones. Caden Kendricks, Maggie Hayden, Alyssa Lindsay, Madeline Ditto, and Jaden Andrews all check in. Well, one more has come back out for the Bulldogs. They now have 3 players on the bench. Jaden Andrews drives down, misses that one inside. Young with the rebound. And one of the things for John Hardin, and it's been this way all season, is Johnson will take a 3 top of the key. They don't really have a true point guard that can dribble without looking at the ball. I mean, we talked about missed opportunities, missed people down the court, but when they're in traffic, they're looking more at the ball and around in a circle that's probably 3 feet in diameter. And so they struggle looking up to find those open teammates. Caden Kendricks, turn and shoot, knocks it in. Every Central Hardin player in the book tonight has scored, minus Mallory Reed, who's sitting on the bench with a broken ankle. Kiana Curry for 3. It's good. Curry now with 9 points. 5 coming in this quarter. not even halfway through it. 4:20 to go in the third quarter. Alyssa Lindsay pulls up 15-footer, no good. Graves with the rebound. Looks ahead, finds Johnson, gives it up for Graham. Surprised Graham didn't pull up for three right there.
She had an opportunity to pull the trigger on one. But she'll get to the line.
Alyssa Lindsay. Her second foul.
Graham at the line, shooting 2.
Graham 1 for 2 in the first half from the line. Kiana Clay and Malaysia Reed back into the lineup for the Bulldogs. It's going to give Graham 12 points. 52-33 our score. Central Hardin on top. Central Hardin has led the entire game. Opened up on a 6-0 run. Andrews gets the other end. She stopped. Hayden got the ball. This is inside. Clay comes out with it, quickly getting it ahead for Graham. Graham got it to the rim, no good. Rebound by Reed, and Reed gets her first bucket of the night. Ditto just dribbled that one out of bounds. Tried to turn the corner, and Curry had got there first. And now we'll have mass substitutions again for the Bruins, and they did this early in the year and then kind of went away from it. Now it's Kanaya Kendricks, Monica Lindsay, Jordan Isom, Emily Bryant, and Briley Bronner. Young will take a three from that side off the iron. Isom with the rebound. Foul will be on Brooke Graham. Her second, team's first. Kanaya Kendrick's good pass down low to Monica Lindsay. I don't know why she shot it while she was still in the air instead of coming down, and like she rushed the shot there and missed it. Fortunate for the Bruins, it goes off the Bulldogs, out of bounds. Hit it into Bryant. Foul's going to be on Kiana Curry. That'll be 4. Team's second. Nia Johnson quickly off the bench for Coach Brown. Tidwell had gone back for some medical assistance as she had hurt her wrist. It was taped up when she came out for the first half. And then near the end of the first half, as Young gets the steal for the Bulldogs, Tidwell hurt her wrist and went back with the Hardin Memorial Health Sports Medicine Specialist. And has come out and just got the word that she is not able to go in the second half.
Well, that's tough. She had a heck of a night in the JV game, Bobby. She may have scored 25, 30 points in that thing and was very physical in this varsity game. Just a big presence on the boards.
Young misses the three at one end, and it's Isom who misses the shot inside. And now I believe Jaden Young is going to pick up her third foul.
And that's 2 point-blank layups on the last 2 possessions. Lindsay on the alley-oop, I guess you'd call it, and then Jordan there.
Into Bryant, back to Bronner. Coach Covington Jones.
She's frustrated, and I think her team appears to be losing interest with the big lead that they've got. They really don't seem all that fired up about what's going on the floor.
And you wonder, you know, in a game like this, where there's a big disparity. I mean, it should have been larger. It was close to 20 points in the first half. It stayed around 18, 19. Right now it's 17 points. How do you keep a team involved in a game like that when you know you're going to win. I mean, it's when you have that attitude. How as a coach do you deal with that?
And that's probably the hardest thing. Even whether it's football or basketball, week to week, game to game, you just seem to ride a roller coaster. And the teams that seem to play the best are the ones that experience less of that roller coaster ride, that they come out with good effort all the time. And a lot of that's just in the heart and the mind of the kid, and the attention span that wanders from time to time. And these girls do a great job, but I know that's why Kojo called that timeout. She's a little frustrated watching her team. She executed really well in the second quarter. Just totally fall apart as far as their execution right here. They made a few athletic plays, but just not executing anything very well right now. I don't know. What do you think? How do you do that? You've been around football teams and basketball teams enough. How do you keep these kids from having their minds wander?
I think in football it's easier, as there's another shot down low that doesn't go in. It stays with the Bruins. I think it's easier on the football field because of execution and repetition. I think it's also, you score a touchdown, you get set, 6, should be 7 points, and you can extend that lead pretty quickly. But I think for Central Hardin, I think that the problem that I have is Bryant knocks that one down. She'll be going to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. I don't think Central's been in this position a lot in the last several years. And this year they're in this position, and they've been on the other side of this. Haven't seen for quite a while like that. And I don't know if they know how to play with the lead yet and know how to really close out a game like this, as Bryant knocks down that free throw. It's going to give her 14 points on the night. But I do think it is harder when you're not used to it. You're used to playing in a turnover by the Bulldogs. And so that would be my answer to it. I think they've got to learn how. I will say this on the football field this year, North Hardin, who last year struggled mightily and had many running clocks. This year they're on the other side of it, and they struggled sometimes to get it to that running clock stage of the football game. And so I think, again, it's, unfortunately you learn how to lose, and you need to learn how to win as well.
Yeah.
Foul down, up top. I believe it's on Clay.
I was going to say, I'm not sure who that was.
It was somebody's third. As McAllister checks back in. Checks in for Graham. And then you have John, who the last 2 years has really, as Emily Bryant knocks down another bucket, but the last 2 years, the success that they had really pushed E-Town, who've been on now a 13-year district run, as Nia Johnson gets her first bucket of the night for the Bulldogs. And for this year, them not to have the same amount of success. And I don't know what's happened since we took that timeout. But Emily Bryant, if she makes this free throw, will have 10 points in this quarter alone. 1:28 to go. Jaden Andrews checks back in for the Bruins. And for Central Hardin this year, this could be the first time in a long time that they could make it to the region tournament. They will be the number 2 seed in the district. And we have our district tournament in a couple of weeks at Elizabethtown. And we will have all 4 games from each boys and girls tournament. Live here on HCEC-TV. But they will be the 2 seed going into that. E-Town will be the 1 seed.
That would be a huge game. Central Hardin matches up with North Hardin. Obviously, both of them want an opportunity to get to the region tournament and an opportunity at a district championship.
Covington Jones late getting that sub in. We have to wait on that one. And Monica Lindsay slips in, center bucket. 61-37, under a minute to go in the third quarter. Ditto will pick up that foul. Her second. Team's fifth. And that'll allow Alyssa Lindsay back into the lineup for the Bruins. 42.9 seconds to go in this quarter. Young spin around, shot blocked by Alyssa Lindsay. Monica Lindsay gonna come out with it. Nice pass. Reverse layup attempt, no good. Johnson with the rebound.
Oh,
Young shot, no good. Isom undercut Reed. Young able to get the rebound. She'll be fouled and be going to the line. I believe this is going to be on Andrews. Andrews first, team sixth. From this point on, the Bulldogs will be in the, actually both teams will be in the bonus. Young gets the first one to go. Maggie Hayden and Caden Kendricks back into the lineup for Central Hardin.
I'm just going to note that's the smallest lineup I've ever seen Central have on the floor, and they go back with two post players right away here.
That one comes out. Johnson with a good job getting inside position, misses the shot. And Jaden Andrews right down the lane. It's good. Andrews now with 7, and that'll bring our third quarter to a close. Central Hardin on top, 63-38. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 270-723-4626 and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at mugabug.com. West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. Coach, what does Central Hardin need to kind of tighten up as we get near the end of this regular season? And then what does John Hardin need to tighten up?
Again, John Hardin-wise, just the identity that they have. Obviously, they've got some girls that have a long way to come still, but they just seem to have a lot of interior toughness, and they don't take advantage of it. They missed a lot of shots inside, we noticed in the first half. They've got a couple of really tough, big, strong girls that could really make a difference in the paint. But I don't see a lot of that focus. It just seems kind of helter-skelter, like they're not sure how to take advantage of that. So that's one thing. On the Central Hardin side, to me, it's just ball handling and taking care of the ball. I did see them in practice recently working on don't turn the ball over. Well, they came out in the first half and turned it over 15 times. They've only turned it over 3 times here in the third quarter, so much better job in the third quarter. But just their decision making, and that seems to be true of a lot of these teams. Separates them from the top echelon is making good decisions and continuing to get good shots. They can shoot the ball when they get decent opportunities, and so there's one right there. Good execution.
Good pass down low. Bronner gets her 5th point of the night. On the court for the Bulldogs, it's Graham, Graves, Johnson, Curry, and McAllister. McAllister takes a 3 off the iron. For the Bruins, Isom, Bronner, Kanaya Kendricks, Monica Lindsay, and Bryant.
I think that's a good example, Destiny. McAllister taking a 3 there. They need to be trying to pound that ball inside to Curry or Johnson.
And that time, I think Central Hardin going to obviously keep the ball, but Kendrick should have shot the ball. She caught it right on the post, and the first thing she did was look to pass it, and Emily Bryant was cutting there, but backside defense just dropped off like they were supposed to. They knocked the ball out of bounds. That could have been another shot from her. Now I know she's not an outside shooter as Isom knocks down her third 3 of the night. Graham in the lane, almost like a running 14-footer. McAllister with the rebound, and McAllister gets the putback. Every player on both teams that can play has scored. I don't know that I've ever had a game where that happened. Of course, I will say this, both of these teams, they play players that are going to be on the team. We get into the boys' side, I've got to make extra spots down at the bottom of my score sheet just for all the players that are sitting on the bench. Lindsay to the line to shoot 1 in the bonus. Young back in for the Bulldogs. Monica Lindsay in the lane. Gets her 16th point of the night. Graves, again, another good shot, good penetration, not able to finish it off. And Jaden Young, as the ball is lost to the Bulldogs. Young now into double digits with 11. .5:45 to go in the ball game, 70-42. Central Hardin on top. They have led the entire ball game tonight. Now Lindsay will let it fly. It was long. Graham will track down the rebound. And that was a walk. Kiana Clay back into the lineup for the Bulldogs. That was a walk. And a turnover to the Bulldogs. Graham will be going to the line to shoot 2. I believe this is going to be on Andrews. Be her second. Graham 3 for 4 on the night from the free throw line. Emily Bryant sprints out with that one all the way to the other end before anybody stops her. And now she's got 20 points on the evening. Young will take a 3. Every one of her three-point attempts, I think, has hit the glass. And she made one in the first half.
Yeah.
Tie up. They stay with the Bulldogs. Clay gives it up to Young. Young gets to the baseline. And Young was pushing Lindsay
I was going to say
entire
twice.
way.
She extended that left arm to push off.
Be the second on Monica Lindsay. And that will send Jaden Young to the line. The 11th and 12th free throws of the day for Jaden Young. She had 8 in the first quarter. She is 8 for 12 on the night from the line. Now with 13 points, a rainbow three from Alyssa Lindsay. Monica Lindsay gets the rebound, gives it up to Bryant. She gets inside, scoop shot no good. That goes off of Bryant and it'll go back over to the Bulldogs. Curry steps back, her three on the way off the iron. Clay gets the rebound, unable to get the putback, and Bryant will get it for the Bruins. Andrews, runner, no good. Graham with the rebound. And a steal back to the Bruins. And Coach Jeff Brown going to take a timeout, as it'll be a full timeout, as that is all that John Hardin has left. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties for all your real estate needs. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Reminder, we will be back on the air next week. We will have 2 scheduled ball games, possibly a third. Our scheduled ones, Tuesday night, it'll be girls basketball action as these John Hardin Bulldogs will travel north to take on the Trojans. Tip time is 7:30. Thursday night, it'll be boys action right back here at Central Hardin as they will host South Oldham, and that's scheduled for a 7:30 tip. The game we might have, and we'll have to check our local listings, is Wednesday night, the long-awaited John Hardin North Hardin basketball game. It's supposed to take place at 7:30. It's the third time this game has been scheduled. And the John Hardin boys got to watch them on Tuesday night as they stayed undefeated. Graham, deep three on the way, no good. Young saves it back in, but gets it right to Madeline Ditto.
Surprised Graham didn't pull the trigger on that one right away. She kind of got herself with some indecision there.
And a tie up as Peyton Kendricks and Jaden Young get tied up.
Jaden through Caden over the bench there. They've both played together before on AAU teams, though, so no ill feelings.
Malaysia Reed, Nia Johnson, and Mackenzie Graves check back into the lineup for the Bulldogs. Hayden with it. That's just taken away by Malaysia Reed. Malaysia Reed goes all the way to the other end, up off the glass. It's good. And Reed now with 4 points. 2:40 to go in the ball game. 74-46. Clay knocks that one out of bounds. Ditto dribbled that one out of bounds. We go over to the Bulldogs. Reed now with it. Lost that one, and a turnover back to the Bruins. Have we gone like 3 trips by each team without a turnover?
I don't think so.
Shot missed inside. Now we have a travel. Did you stop keeping track of the turnovers?
I did. Yeah, I got a little sidetracked
Some,
there. on a
upper
few of
level
them.
math. I'm just let you
Right,
know that.
right. That first half, I was all about the turnovers. This half, I'm like, there's several more turnovers occurring. We're not going to go with specifics. We'll say several or a lot.
I bet you there's more than points.
Ooh.
Oh, my heavens.
That's
I will say this for both coaches. Not happy. And Coach Covington-Jones has gone to the end of the bench to take a seat. She usually sits in the first one. Now she's sitting in the last seat. But especially, again, 2 weeks, you were playing in the district tournament where the way it looks right now, actually the game that we have on Tuesday night will determine the 3 seed between North Hardin and John Hardin. Is
right.
North Hardin won the first game, but if they tie in district play, the team that wins the second game will win out in the tiebreaker. So that's a big game because you don't have to face E-Town in the opening round. But if you lose that game, your season's over with. And if you're Central Hardin sitting at 13-10 on the season, which will be 14-10 now, Coach Covington-Jones is not going to be happy with what happened right here. Graves goes to the line to shoot 2.
You've seen flashes of what they've, the improvement they've been making, but it's just been so sloppy. Maybe we could just chalk it up to a strange week.
Yep.
Without practice opportunities, with not getting out of bed in the morning for a lot of kids.
Again, the district schedule, it's going to be a little different than we usually do it, as the balls are shot inside, nobody gets it. Now Ditto with the rebound. On Monday night, February the 18th, which is supposed to be President's Day, we are going to have a doubleheader. It will be the 4-5 matchup in both the boys and the girls tournament. And then on Tuesday night, we will have the first semifinal of the boys bracket.
We have some near punches or slaps thrown there.
It's going to be a double foul. Malaysia Reed will pick up her 4th. Oh, sorry, her 5th.
I'm kind of surprised
And
that
Maggie
one didn't elicit some technical fouls and possible even more. That was, I don't know how much the refs saw of that, but there were a couple of shots thrown up around the head area to the neck and head on both sides. I'm not sure who was throwing what, but both of them seemed to throw some shots.
But on the Tuesday, we'll have the opening or the semifinal for the boys. On Wednesday, we will have the other semifinal for the boys. On Thursday night, it will be a doubleheader, both semifinals in the girls bracket. And then Friday night will be the boys final, and Saturday night, the girls final. Now, obviously, weather could come into play, as it sometimes does.
Hopefully not, Bobby. We're already, about June 4th for getting out of school this year. Kids like to sleep in, but when you start talking about June school, nobody's very thrilled.
No. And I like going to school. Not that much. That one's going to go off the fingertips. Right to Gretchen Pearl. Problem is, she's a cheerleader. Clay gets into the lane, and John Hardin's been able to do that tonight. Clay knocks that one down, but they haven't knocked down that shot on a consistent basis. Clay now with 3 points, 35 seconds to go in the ball game.
What I really would like to see their coach figure out is how to get the ball in the lane without it just being dribble penetration. Other ways to get it in the lane, give them opportunities to get those kinds of shots. Dribble penetration, there's a pass into the paint. Back out for a good opportunity.
And you have Johnson, who plays down low. I think Tidwell is actually their best post player.
I do too.
Curry can play down low some. Malaysia Reed, we've seen her inside. But I really think Tidwell is the one who really could do some damage, and obviously she's injured, not playing the second half. But our ball game will come to a close as Central Hardin will win tonight's game and move to 14-10, 76-50 over the John Hardin Bulldogs.
This is a Hardin County Educational Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming is sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunications needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results, with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties for all your real estate needs. Contact Ryan at 270-723-4626 and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Visit us at bluegrasscellular.com. B-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900, online at bugabug.com. West Point Bank has 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point, or find us online at westpointbank.com. Let us help make life simpler. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple.
Going down the scoring from tonight, first for the visitors, Mackenzie Graves with 3. Jaden Young led all Bulldogs with 13. Malaysia Reed with 4. Brooke Graham with 12. Kiana Clay with 3. Nia Johnson with 2. Destiny McAllister with 2. Kiana Curry with 9. And Sharon Tidwell with 2. For the Bruins, Monica Lindsay with 18. Alyssa Lindsay with 5. Madeline Ditto with 2. Riley Bronner with 5. Jordan Isom with 11. Emily Bryant led all Bruins with 20. Jaden Andrews with 7. Kanaya Kendricks with 2. Caden Kendricks with 4. And Maggie Hayden with 2. For the Central Hardin Bruins, they improved to 14-10, while the John Hardin Bulldogs fall to 3-15. Again, we will be back on the air Tuesday night as these John Hardin Bulldogs will travel to North Hardin with the number 3 seed on the line in that game. Tip time scheduled for 7:30. For all of our workers here at HCEC-TV, for Mr. Dale Mings, for Coach Paul Gray, I am Bobby Thompson saying so long and good night. Sorry, no post-game video.
Let's wrap that one.
This has been a Hardin County Educational Community Television production. Live local sports are on Brandenburg Channel 1, and all rebroadcasts are on Brandenburg and Comcast Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184, and on our YouTube site. Also check out our live sporting events on nfhs.com or visit us at hardin.k12.ky.us. Hardin County Educational Community Television, located in Hardin County, Kentucky, a division of Hardin County Schools, airing on Brandenburg, Comcast, Spectrum, and also airing online.
Providing live coverage of local high school sports.
Covering community and school events, while teaching students along the way.
HCEC-TV, the area's leading educational and government access channel, training the next generation of media arts students.
Control your home even when you're not there with Brandenburg Telecom's home automation service. Turn lights on and off, lock and unlock doors, and change settings on your thermostat using your smartphone or tablet. Stop worrying whether or not you remembered to close the garage door, and save money by programming your thermostat to reduce energy used when you're not home. Call Brandenburg Telecom for a free quote and enjoy the convenience of having home automation, phone, TV, and internet service, all from one local company.
All right, son, you ready to open your first savings account?
Yes, I am.
West Point Bank has been growing with our customers for over 30 years. We know what it takes to support them in every stage of their life. You need a bank that you know and trust to help you reach your goals and make your dreams come true. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple.
You have a choice because not all physical therapy is the same.
So when you need physical therapy, come to the one chosen as Hardin County's Reader's Choice winner 4 years in a row.
We are always working to better educate and stay ahead of the latest advancements in physical therapy.
Physical therapy can get you back doing what you love to do.
If you're experiencing pain, loss of mobility, or just want to feel better,
come see us at Physical Therapy Associates in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Hodgenville, and now open in Brandenburg.
Hey everyone, Ryan here. I just wanted to announce some exciting news that I'm officially a licensed realtor. I've been a part of a championship-winning basketball team, a conference-winning Bellarmine golf team, and now I'm part of an award-winning real estate team, JT Pitts & Associates at RE/MAX Premier Properties. If you have any real estate questions, real estate needs, or just want to reach out, please don't hesitate to call or send me a message. My number is right below. I'm ready to bring that winning mentality to the real estate industry so I can give my clients the service they deserve. Thanks.
Bluegrass Cellular's faster data speeds and more complete coverage keep you connected to your community, no matter where life takes you. Whether you're exploring your own backyard or forging new paths across the country. Talk better, text better, play better, and share better. Here, there, and everywhere. Bluegrass Cellular, your community expanded.
E-Town Exterminating, a locally owned, family-run pest control company, has been serving Hardin County and the surrounding area since 1976. E-Town Exterminating provides pest control for residential and commercial properties. E-Town Exterminating on Ring Road in Elizabethtown. Phone 737-6900.
E-Town Exterminating. What the buzz is all about.
For additional information on HCEC-TV programming, call 270-769-8855 or email Gina Ryan at hardin.kyschools.us. On behalf of HCEC-TV, we would like to thank all of our live coverage sponsors.